Good evening, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am.
Good evening, beta. Chiranjeev. Good evening, Chiranjeev.
Good evening, ma'am.
Turn on your video, beta.
Ma'am, actually, I have a problem in my video.
What problem you
Ma'am, wait, what? Oh, ma'am, which grade do you teach?
have? Grade, beta.
Ma'am, I am in sixth grade. I need to join to maths class, but I think I joined mistakenly here.
Maths class only for sixth grade.
Ma'am, what about Devika, ma'am?
I don't know, beta. I'm not aware of Devika ma'am, but I'm given this class to teach.
Ma'am, wait a minute. Let me join again to check whether Devika ma'am is joining in another class or I have joined another class. Let me check once.
The class is the same, beta. It's class 6, maths period. Are you alone in this class or there's another child?
No, ma'am.
Turn on your video.
No.
Yes, Chiranjeev, turn on your video.
Yes, ma'am. Come on. Let me do some system work or prepare my video. Ma'am, now are you able to see me?
No, no, the video is
Ma'am, now?
okay. Now I can see you.
Okay.
Okay, welcome, Chiranjeev.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Chiranjeev, what are you doing in maths?
Ma'am, we are doing like number play.
You are doing number play. Are you done with that chapter?
No, ma'am.
What else you have done? What more chapters you have done?
Ma'am, we have done two chapters. One is the lines and angles and patterns in mathematics.
Lines and angles. And the other one is patterns.
In
Okay.
mathematics, yes.
You have done two chapters, and now you are doing number play. Okay, right. So, Chiranjay, I'll be starting with the chapter, another chapter now. I'm not right now, I'm not taking number play. I've not seen your book yet. Okay. So, I'm taking up the chapter fractions, right? We'll take up number play later on. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, for today, I'm taking the chapter fractions. Let's. Are you alone in this class or there's another child?
Hello, ma'am.
You don't know.
Ma'am, there is my like Krishita, but she is out of station.
Okay, no problem. Okay, can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now see, this is chapter number 7, fraction, right?
Yes.
Now, as you must have already studied about fractions in your junior class. What do you know about fractions? Can you tell me? What are fractions? Anything that you can tell me about fractions? Any information that you have? Anything that you know about fractions? You must have heard this name. Unmute and say, can't hear you better. Unmute first.
Yes. Uh, okay, so um, fraction fraction has a numerator and denominator, and fractions are a way of representing part wholes of division.
Part whole division. It can be written as numerator and denominator. Okay, these are the few things he said. Anything more?
No, ma'am.
Okay, this is all that you know about fractions.
No, ma'am, I know more, but that cannot be the definition of it, right?
Never mind, tell me whatever you know.
Okay, ma'am. Fractions can be proper fractions with where numerator is smaller than the denominator. Improper fraction where numerator is larger than denominator. Mixed numbers where the whole number is added to fraction, and they are used in everyday life. There are like fractions also where the denominators are same, unlike fraction where denominators are different. Unit fraction whose numerator is 1, and we can add fractions. If we want to add fractions like 3 by 4 plus 1 by 3, first we need to convert them into like fractions, then add them. Prime fact, no, not prime factorization, comparison, and checking whether it is equivalent fractions. And I guess that's it only I know.
You know a lot about fractions. Yeah? Very nice. That's
And
good.
they are, yes.
Okay. So you know a lot of things about fractions. Yes? You told me so many things about like fractions, proper fractions, improper, mixed fractions. Very good. You have good knowledge of fractions, right? Okay. So let's see what do we have in this chapter now. Okay. Now,
Did
first
we
thing,
write anything today?
we'll see better. If there is need of writing, we'll write also. Now see, we know
Oh,
fraction. Fraction means part. Okay. Fraction means part. You can say like this. Fraction means part, right? So fraction is a part of a whole. When you have a one whole thing and you take a part of it, you say that it's a fraction of that. Okay. Now suppose if you have one chapati here. You can see here this is one big chapati, and when you break it into two equal parts, so you have half part here and another half over here. Right? This
One
is
by
half
two.
part. This is half part. We represent half as 1 by 2. Right?
Yes.
We represent half as 1 by 2. Now, suppose now if I want to make this whole thing, what will I do? I will join all these parts. Yes, I have
Two
made
by
this into two halves, no? But when I want to make it one complete thing, what will I do? I will add up these two parts. So half and half will become
two
1.
by two.
Okay, that becomes 1. 2 by 2, that's 1. Right? Similarly, here you can see as many parts are here, that much is the remainder. Or no, the this denominator. Okay. I have made two parts here, so 2 is the denominator here. Okay. So the
Yes, ma'am.
denominator gives me the total number of parts. Right? Okay.
Yes.
Now, same way, if I have to make this chapati into 4 equal parts like this, I will make it 1 by 4. Why I am doing 1 by 4? Because these are 4 total parts. And each I'm dividing chapati into 4 equal parts. So this is 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, and 1 by 4. Right? Since these are
Yes,
4
ma'am.
parts, total there are 4 parts. So I'm taking the denominator as 4. Are you getting?
Yes, ma'am.
So as many parts are there, that is the total number of parts which is taken in the denominator. Okay. And now what comes in the numerator? If I'm talking about a 4 parts, if I'm talking about one part, that give me one part of this. So that means I want out of 4 parts, I want one part, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll say give another one part to my friend. So you're giving one another 1 by 4 part to your friend, and third 1 by 4th part to your another friend, and the last part to your another friend, right? Are you
Yes, ma'am.
So you have given all these parts. Now, when you want to make all this to as one chapati, when you add up all these, so what will you do? 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. You will add up all the parts, and so you will get the whole complete. Right? I hope you are understanding, Chiranjit.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 1 second, because the screen sharing is paused. Let me do again. I'll share the screen again. Okay. Okay, now see, in, in this, I explained you about half part and 1/4 of a part, okay, of this chapati. Now I have these two fractions with me, 1 by 2 and 1 by 4, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
looking at this figure, what can you, is the larger part of this? Which is the larger, out of these two, which is the larger part? I give you half chapati and I give you 1/4 chapati.
Ma'am, first we need to convert them into like fractions and then only we can compare which is bigger. So if we compare 1 by 4 will remain same because 4 comes in two tables. So 2 into 2 is equals to, so we'll get the product. After that 1 by 2 will get 2 by 4. So two
So
by
that,
four and 1/4, if we add it, it will be 3/4.
okay. Now see, beta. Suppose if I break this chapati into two equal parts, you will get half part and your friend will get another half part, right? But when I'm
Yes,
breaking it into four equal parts, you are getting one-fourth of the part, another friend is getting another one-fourth, third friend is getting another one-fourth, fourth friend is getting another one-fourth. So what are you getting actually? Are you getting a larger part of it or you are as compared to the half part? Are you getting a made larger portion or you are getting a lesser portion?
lesser portion.
You are getting lesser portion, no? Okay, are you understanding? So
Yes,
as many are the,
yes,
as many participants are there, that much part you will get less. Okay,
yes,
okay. As many parts, suppose you have to, if you want to divide one chapati into two people, so you will get half and half. But when you want to divide it into four, you will get even smaller part. If you have to divide it into 10 people, so you will get even smaller than that part. Is it? You will get
yes,
one,
ma'am.
will get 1/10 of the part. That will be just one bites. Is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you understanding? So with this, we come to the conclusion. What conclusion do you draw? As many are the total parts. If you are making pieces like 10 parts, so you are getting 1/10 of the part. So what do you draw here? Which is a larger fraction, you will say? Which is a larger fraction out of
Man,
all
the
these?
larger fraction is, wait, 1/4, 1/2, 2/4, 3/4, then 2, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4 tens are 40, then 10 fours are 40, 20, 40, and 4.
Calculation. I'm just asking you, if I break this chapati into two equal parts, you will get half the chapati. If I break it into four pieces, you will get one fourth. If I make it into 10 pieces, you will get 1/10. Is it? So,
Yes,
in which part are you getting the larger share?
1/10.
1/10. Is that you're saying 1/10? No.
Yes, ma'am.
See the number. 10 is the number of parts. Okay. 10 is the total number of parts that we have made. Okay. 4 is the total number of parts that we have made. Here also 2 is the total number of parts that we have made. But when you see about the larger fraction, when you have only two people eating one chapati, you get the larger share, is it? But when you have four
Yes,
people eating the same chapati, you will get the smaller part. And when you have 10 people eating the same chapati, you will get even smaller part of that. Yes, yes.
okay, ma'am.
So that means when the number of participants are more, you get a lesser fraction. Is it? You get the lesser part of it. Okay?
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
When the participants are more, that means when the total number of pieces, total number of parts are more, you get a lesser fraction. And when the total number of parts are less, you get a greater fraction. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
understood now?
Yes, I got it.
You got it? Very nice. So now you tell me which is greater, 1/2, 1/4, or 1/10?
1/2.
1/2. Great. Okay, so 1/2 is a larger fraction. Why it is a larger fraction? Because,
Because when there are only two children, and if they want, and if our mother gave only one roti, then we'll share into half half. It
yes,
will be 1/2. Then we both will get the larger amount. 1/4 means smaller amount, and 1/10 means more smaller amount.
very good. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Okay, now you got the point, no? So how to
Yes,
see which fraction is greater? you will see the number of parts. As when the number of parts, total number of parts are many, that means you are going to get a lesser fraction. When the total number of parts are less, you will get a larger fraction. Okay.
Yes.
And so, but every time we will not see the number of parts and all. So what do we do when we are working with numbers? No, then what do we see? We see the number here. Okay, this is 2. So this number is smaller. That means it is a greater fraction. We will just compare the denominator. Okay, this number is greater. That means this fraction is lesser. Okay, whenever the denominator number is greater, the fraction is lesser. Okay. Yes, Chiranjeev?
Yes, ma'am.
So what did I say? Whenever denominator number is greater,
It will become smaller.
we get lesser fraction. Okay, we get fraction is lesser. When the denominator is greater, the fraction is lesser. Okay, and when the denominator is lesser,
It will be greater.
then the fraction is greater. Got it?
Yes.
So we drew one conclusion: whenever the denominator number is greater, that means the fraction is smaller. So like this, we can compare two fractions. Which fraction is greater, which is smaller? Okay, now if I speak about 1 by 5 and 1 by 9, now you tell me which fraction is greater.
1/5, 1/9. 1/5 is greater.
Very good. 1 by 5 is a greater fraction. Okay. Because the total number of parts here are 5. Okay, we'll get a greater fraction. In 9, you can see the total number of parts are 9, so you'll get a smaller part of it. Okay, same way, you can say here 1 by 100 and 1 by 200. Which is the greater fraction?
Yes, ma'am.
Which is the greater fraction?
1/100.
1 by 100 is a greater fraction. So whenever the denominator is small, that fraction is greater. Very good. Now, when one it's written, let's see what is written here in bold letters. This is fractional unit. When one unit is divided into several equal parts, each part is called a fractional unit. Okay. These are all fractional units. Okay. It's saying that when one unit is divided into many parts, we get a fractional unit. Okay. Suppose if I have one thing and it is divided into I have some one thing, it is divided into 100 parts. So I'll get the fraction as 1 by 100. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
We also sometimes refer to fractional units as unit fraction. Okay. So these are unit fractions when we are taking one part of it. Okay. Now here there are some questions. Let's see what is asked here.
Filling the blanks. Should I
Hmm.
tell, ma'am?
Please read this. Read the first one.
Okay. Filling the blanks with fractions. Three guavas together weigh 1 kg. If they are roughly of the same size, each guava will roughly weigh 1/3.
1 by 3 of a kg. Okay. Each guava will be 1/3 of the kg. Very good. Okay.
A wholesale merchant packed 1 kg of rice in 4 packets of equal weight. The weight of each packet is 1/4.
So each packet is 1 by 4. So we'll write down here. Okay. Read the next one.
Four friends ordered 3 glasses of sugar cane juice and shared it equally among themselves. Each one drank 3/4 glass of sugar cane juice.
So there are 4 friends and they ordered 3 glasses of sugarcane juice and shared it equally among themselves. So each one drank. How much did they drink?
3/4.
3 by 4. 3 by 4. Total friends were 4. Okay. So each part, everyone got 3 by 4. Okay, glass of sugarcane juice. Okay, what next?
Ma'am, do you teach some children in Jirat?
There,
Ma'am, do you teach children in Jirat?
Jirek, what is that?
Ma'am, it's a type of school, ma'am. I used to study there and follow this kind of book only. I have read this chapter and figured it out. Like my father kept a deal, like if I do 3 marks, 2 English and 2 Hindi, I'll get a gift. So I had done this chapter.
Okay, very nice, Vita. That's a good thing. Okay, I have not taught in Zirak. You're saying Zirak. How do you spell
The
it?
big, the big fish weighs 1/2 kg. The small one weighs 1/4 kg. Together they weigh 1/2 kg.
A big fish weighs half kg, a small one weighs 1/4 kg. So together they are weighing 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4. So that
Oh,
you have to add both 1 by 2 and 1 by 4 kg. So half and the quarter part. That makes 3/4 of the part.
3/4.
Okay. So that means 3/4 of the part. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Knowledge from the past. Let's see. Fractions have been used and named in India since ancient times. Okay, you also read this, Chiranjay? In,
Okay.
read it.
Fractions Fractions have been used and named in India since ancient times. In the Rig Veda, the fraction 3/4 is referred to as Tripada. Pada. This has the same meaning as the words for 3/4 in many Indian languages today. Example, Teen Pav in
Hmm.
colloquial Hindi and Mukkal in Tamil. Indeed, words for fractions used today in many Indian languages go back to ancient times.
So many of the words are very similar with what we have used to say in ancient times.
Find out and discuss the words for fractions that are used in the different languages spoken in your home, city, or state. Ask your grandparents, teachers, and classmates what words they use for different fractions, such as for 1.5, a 3/4, 1.25, half quarter, and 2.5 half. Two
Hmm.
and a half, and write them here.
So you can ask, okay, so what do you call them? Right?
Yes.
In your native language, what do you call them? In Hindi, what do you call them? Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Now arrange
Ah,
arrange these fractions word in order of size from the smallest to the biggest in empty box below. 1.5. Ma'am, 1.5 is the
just
first.
read all of them first.
1.5, 3/4, 1.25, half, quarter, two, and 2.5.
So we have to arrange these fractions in the order of their size from the smallest to biggest. So which one is the smallest here? You have 1.5, you have 3/4, you have 1.25, you have half, you have quarter, you have 2.5. Okay, so which is the smallest of this? Chiranjeev?
1.5.
No, 1.5 is mix of 1 and half. No, it will be a mixed fraction. No, 1 and half. So the
Okay.
smallest part will be the quarter part. See, this is one full thing. Okay. This is the
Yes.
quarter part of it. This is the half part of it. This is the half part. This is the quarter part of it. smallest of the part is quarter. Yes.
Yes.
Rest all that we take will be two and a half,
Ma'am,
two complete.
can you can you explain what are three quarters, one and a quarter,
Yes.
half quarter, two and a half?
Listen, I'll explain you all. See, one and a half, one second, one and a half is one complete and half more. One
That
complete,
is the biggest.
okay, like this. One complete and one half. Three quarters is when you are making this thing into four equal parts. So when you shade all these, this is the three quarters. Okay, each part was a quarter part, no? Now you have taken three of these. So this is three quarters, right?
Yes.
One and a quarter. One and a quarter means one complete and one quarter part, right?
Yes.
Half means just the half part. Quarter means a smaller part, half of half, right? Two and a
Yes.
half is two complete and one half part. Get it?
Got it.
Got it? Okay, now you tell me which is the smallest of all.
The three quarters.
Three quarters. Three quarters means you're taking three quarters. One quarter, second quarter, and the third quarter. But what about
The one
quarter?
the 1/4 is the smallest.
Yes, 1/4 is the smallest. So 1/4 is called quarter. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Then you have the next
Then
greater than
the next two and a half.
half. It's half, not two and a half. Two and a half is two complete and one half. Okay? So two
Okay.
and a half is much bigger. So just more than quarter is half. Okay?
1 1/4.
Half. It's half. 1/2. Okay? When you make
Okay.
two quarters together, it becomes half. Then your next is after two quarters, you have three quarters, right?
Yes.
So half quarter can also be written as two quarters. Okay. So then you have three quarters. Okay. Then after three quarters, let's see what more you have. 1 1/4. You have one complete and a quarter part. Okay. Then you have
Yes.
1 1/4. Are you understanding?
Yes.
1 1/4. So this was the first part. This is the second in the order of increasing size. Okay. Then after this 1 1/4, then you have 1 1/2. Yes. 1 1/2. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Then after that, what next is there? We have taken
2 1/2.
2 1/2. Okay. Then next is 2 1/2. You got it now, the order of increasing sizes?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Any doubts still here? And
No.
whatever you studied so far, you studied about unit fractions. Unit fraction means when you're taking one part out of that, all the parts. Okay. When you broke chapati into two equal parts, you got half and half. And half is written as 1/2. And when you made it into four equal parts, you got 1/4 part. Okay. Each part is called 1/4. Okay.
Quarter is a 4, right?
Quarter means 1/4. Out of all four parts, when you talk of one part, that becomes the 1/4. Okay.
Okay. I got.
Out of all four parts, when you take one part, that part is called quarter part. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Huh. Why have you joined from two links, Chiranjit?
Ma'am, I have joined late. When? How?
No, it's showing two bitches. You have joined from two places.
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Because my computer's audio is not working again.
Okay, okay. So you got it now? What is half and what is quarter?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, when we spoke about half and quarter, now then you realize which part is the greater part, which will give you a greater share to eat. Half will
Yes.
give you a greater share or quarter will give you a greater share.
Ma'am, can you ask the question again?
I'm saying among half and one fourth, which part will give you a greater share to eat?
One half.
Half. Okay. In half, you will get a larger part to eat. Yes? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And with that, we concluded that whenever the denominator is total number of parts. Okay. When the total number of parts are greater, when the number in the denominator is greater, we saw that that fraction was lesser. Okay.
Yes.
Similarly, when we saw when the denominator number was lesser, that fraction was greater. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So suppose if I give you 1 by 2, 1 by 5, 1 by anything, 1 by 6 here, 1 by 10 here. So you can tell me now which is the greater fraction here, greatest of all.
1/2.
1 by 2 is the greatest of all. Then after 1 by 2, the next,
After 1/2, from biggest to smallest, you are saying?
yes,
After 1/2 is 1/5.
1 by 5, yes, then
Then after 1/5 is 1/6.
1 by 6, next,
Then 1/6 is then 1/10.
1 by 10. Okay, good.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then after that, we studied, after the comparison of these, we took some examples, then we did these fill in the blanks were there. Then, okay. Then we arranged these fractions in the order of their increasing sizes. Right? So quarter
Yes,
was
ma'am.
the smallest part, the smallest size. Then we had half part. Then we had 3/4. Then we had one complete and a quarter. Then we had 1 and a half. Then after that we had 2 and a half. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
great. Now let's see what do we have next here. Fractional units as parts of a whole. Now part of a whole, we have one full chickpea here. And if we take the 1/4 part of this, we divide it into 4 equal parts like this. With this line, we have divided into 4 equal parts, right? And we take out one part of it, that becomes 1/4. Okay, 1/4 part. And whatever remains behind that, this is 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. So how many 1/4s are there? 3 1/4s are there, no? So 3 1/4s are there, means 3 into 1/4. So that's 3/4. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. This kind of looks like a mixed fractions.
Um,
It's time. It's 4:40.
okay, okay. The time is here. Your class started at 4:30. Your class started at 4 o'clock. Right,
Yes.
beta. The time is over. Okay, we must wind up here. So in the next class, we'll continue from here. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. I hope you enjoyed the class. Was it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
You enjoyed?
Yes.
Was it helpful?
Yes, ma'am. But
Good.
ma'am, when I asked Devika, ma'am, she said another teacher is going to join the class.
Okay, okay. Chalo. Okay. Chalo. Let's
Okay, ma'am.
time. You have tomorrow class. No? We'll meet tomorrow. Okay, beta. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Thanks for
Thank you,
joining.
ma'am.
So for your homework, you will just revise whatever we have discussed today. Right?
Okay.
Okay, bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.